life's exactly what you make of it. And as I continue pushing through in this motherfucking world that we living in, all I keep telling myself is, how the fuck can I start making more money? You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, that's what the fuck it's about, is making more money. I realize I'm broke as fuck, and I'm not okay with the results that I have thus far. Most of my capital is allocated toward investments, and I also I spent a lot of my money on drugs. And now I don't have enough for anything. I don't have enough money for my rent. I don't have enough money for my bills. And I'm trying to balance everything. I'm trying to balance not just working every day, but also having a little bit of fun. And ooh, that Porsche sounds sick. Having a little bit of fun and also taking care of responsibility. And what I realize is, in this world, if you have to have money working for you. You have to have assets working for you in order to enjoy the good things of life. The good thing about me coming up the way I did is I know I could live without. I'm not encouraging or condoning people to live that way, but fuck, I forgot a very important thing. I gotta go back. Fuck, man, I gotta go back. Talk about money. I gotta go back and get some money. Fuck. Fuck that, I ain't going back. I'll go to another one. I'm not on the way back. Yeah, I'll do that. I want to say it makes more sense, but fuck it. We'll follow through. Give me a chance to, I guess, stay out the house a little longer. Damn. It's actually the reason I went to that gas station, but I got distracted. This fucking girl came out with some fucking big ass titties. Just blam. Bitches was everywhere. I mean, they weren't everywhere, but they were everywhere. They weren't everywhere because she had the right bra on. But if the bitch was naked, them bitches would be everywhere. And I just stared right at them hoes. I couldn't get my eyes off of them. Damn. Like, I still see them. Freaky bitch. And then I gotta stop there on the way back. I know. But yeah, I realized that, guys, if you're in your 20s and you're making money, I would recommend investing that bitch now. Listen, you will always be able to buy stuff. You'll always be able to enjoy life by. You'll always be able. There's always gonna be something you can buy. Always. One of the questions we should ask ourselves is, what am I doing to get what I'm doing? And if you are not okay with what you currently do to get what you have, ultimately, you need to change the motherfucking way that you make money. You know what I mean? You gotta change the way you make money. Like, the best example I could think of is this pimple. How the fuck, nah. The best thing I could think of is, so recently somebody hit a lick on a work truck. And I just kept thinking, I'm like, what lesson would I want to fucking teach this young man? Although I don't have that opportunity, but if I had that opportunity, one, I'd make his ass work with me for a month, straight up. He just has to work with me the whole month. No pay. Nah, I'll pay him. I'll still pay him so he can know what it's like to work. So I'll pay him. But I would make him buy all his shit. I would make him buy his food. I'll pay him, but he's gonna have to pay for his own food and the basics. But in my head, I was thinking about what lesson would I want to teach this young man. And one of the lessons is, dude, think about after. Right? So one of the things he had a lick on was my cologne. And in my head, I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do after? You know what I mean? What the fuck are you gonna do after the cologne runs out? You gonna steal somebody else's? And I could relate with that movement because at that age, maybe a little younger or older, I can't recall the age, but I mean, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense why he does it, and it's because of the lack of options that the kid has, lack of money. It's not because he has enough money at the end. It's not because his family has a lot of stuff and money. It's not. You know what I mean? There's only one reason why a kid would fucking want to do something like that, and it's to be able to. I really don't know. I'm not even gonna try to go there, but yeah, I just kept thinking, I'm like, what lesson would I want to fucking teach this kid? And one is, like telling a nigga, you gotta think about after, you know what I mean? Is this something that you want just one time, or is this something that you want to be able to get forever, or be able to attain forever? You know, and you can go. I think that's important to know. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important. But just keep making good moves and realize that ain't nobody gonna fucking go, bitch. Bitch, if you don't fucking go, you don't know how to drive, and you don't need to be go. Fucking people, man. Ooh, look at that. Nah, man, I just gotta get shit out of my mind. I gotta clear my fucking mind. You know, I've realized that this is like therapy to me. You know what I mean? It's just getting my thoughts out. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on a day-to-day basis, but you know what I mean? The reality is that shit ain't right, but I gotta make it right. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that stuff isn't right doesn't make it okay and doesn't make it acceptable. I have to fucking make it happen. I gotta win. I gotta break through, etc. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's like, at this point, I feel like I'm trying to fit a square in a round hole. Or a round peg into a square hole. I don't fucking know, whatever that goddamn saying is. What I'm trying to say is, the way that I'm making money is not going to lead to the life that I want. It's not going to accomplish the goals that I want to accomplish. Now, another thing that I realize is, you know, there's sacrifices that you have to make. And a lot of my mindset is because of not seeing the results of my work. So that within itself puts me in a funny position. You know what I mean? It just puts me in a position of really having to deploy patience. I got to be a patient pig. A patient pig, man. I gotta be a fucking patient pig. Gotta be a little more patient. I got to be patient. Gotta be patient. So one of the reasons why I'm not okay with starting a relationship is because I don't make money for that. You know what I mean? Bitches are an expense. And I don't care how you slice it, but women are an expense. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Women are like kids. You know, if you can't afford them, why fuck with them? You know what I mean? If you can't afford a son, a daughter, don't recommend you have them. I didn't think of that, and I've fucked up. But just because I fucked up doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. You know what I mean? Now when I say fucked up, as in it should be a man's duty to make sure he can take care of his family, and I couldn't. You know, at the time, it wasn't at the time that it happened, and I wasn't even aware of what money was, like finances and shit. I was just fucking, I don't know, man, just fucking exhausted, tired. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this is to make sure, because this is me, man. This is what's going through my mind. I'm mentally exhausted, and you could tell with the way I speak. But just because that's the truth doesn't mean I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to utilize it for great. I'm going to document. I'm going to look at where I'm at this point in life. I'm going to see what's causing this. You know what I mean? And I'm steering away from my belief, the stuff that makes me tick. My fault. But, you know, this morning, I got a couple calls. Today's my day off, by the way. I got a couple calls, and I decided I didn't see who was dispatching me, but I called one of the dispatchers. I said, "Is everything okay?" I noticed I'm still getting a couple of calls, but I don't think he was the one that was dispatching me these calls. So, but yeah, man, I had to. Normally, you know, the other side of me would have said, "Yeah, fuck it," but that's me chasing money. And as much as I need the money, because I'm broke. Right now I'm about to go fucking put money in the bank. I'm gonna take money out and put money in an account so I can pay my bills. I didn't even notice this shit. Gas is $4.19. What the fuck? You know what I mean? That's broke nigga shit, dog. The fact that I'm even noticing, they may as well just make it a $4.20 just to make it somewhat cool to get gas. They may as well just make it $4.20. Fuckers. Fresh kitchen. Would I eat there right now? No. But if I had money, would I eat there? Yes, man. So instead, after this, I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna buy me some burgers, juice, water, cheese, eggs, the basics. And I'm going to fucking cook, and I'm gonna hang out today at the house naked. And I don't know why I'm parking here, because I don't need gas, I need money. But I'll be back. I'm stalled out, talking that yay. Make today great, and regardless of where you at, financially, mentally, you gotta keep fucking pushing, dog. And don't let these fuck boys, fuck girls, don't let yourself beat yourself up.